chasing the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't turning back, I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so on, you're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong, you will never see me.
Hey everybody, good to see you guys. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Let me go in and say hello to a few people in chat. Make sure y'all hit the like if y'all haven't done so. Hello Tiptoe, good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. Miss Sunshine, good to see you. Hope you're doing good. And Ryan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. So, tonight is a very important topic, which all these topics that we cover are important. But this one kind of hits home for me and Rebel. Keeping our children safe. Tonight we're going to talk about the importance of keeping our children safe, whether it is at school, park, wherever. We need to protect our children. Panel to discuss. This world is getting terrible. Children, safety, safe, protection, scared, awareness, voice for our children, scary times, world, terrified, and babies. So if y'all want to, the StreamYard link is pinned to the top. We're going to go over some information, but y'all can come up here and discuss it with me as well. But I'll just pull up the information and y'all come on up. But I want to tell you guys a little, I guess you could say a little story. It's not really a story, but me and Rebel had a scare today. Hey Chris, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Hello Markella, good to see you. And Mary Jane, good to see you. I hope y'all are doing well. This morning I got Tyler and Trinity on the bus, and they get on the bus around 7:50 a.m., between 7:45 and 7:50. Well, Trinity and Tyler both called me at about 8:15 this morning and said, Mom, the cops told us to contact you so you can come get us. And I said, well, what's going on? And they said, the cops said there was an active shooter at our school. And I was like, what? So, yes, there was, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't, I think they caught who it was, but, you know, I went and picked them up. And when I picked them up, I did a little video and I will show it to you guys. I mean, I want to bring awareness to this stuff. It's very scary. But when I picked up Tyler and Trinity, they had the whole entire school, all the children was standing outside. Now, mind you, if there was an active, full-blown shooter at their school, then wouldn't they be outside and the children inside? Well, all the children were standing outside. So when I went and picked up Tyler and Trinity, the cops was all over the school and everything. And, it really freaked me out. Well, the thing about it is it's really messed up because Tyler and Trinity called me before the school even let us know. The school let us know like 2 hours after I picked them up. See, their school starts at 8:30 in the morning. I got there at like 8:20. So they was out. I already picked them up before school even started, and they counted them absent. How can you count a child absent when there's an active threat? What it was, when I called the school to see what was going on, and they said that it was an active threat to shoot, to shoot people up. Certain students were triggered, and I mean, like, pinpointed out, and I'll show you guys that too. I don't have nothing to hide. So, I mean, I just want to bring awareness to this. Is very important to keep our children safe. Very important. But, hello, Tony. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. But, so I called them and they said, well, it's just a social media threat. There's nothing to worry about. But shit, there ain't nothing to worry about. My kids are there and they're freaking outside. They're outside. They're not inside. When I picked them up, or they called me and they said, Mom, we're standing outside in the cold, and they're searching us, and they're checking our backpacks and all that crap, so nobody will bring any weapons in. But that makes no sense. If you're going to hurt somebody, like shoot somebody, then wouldn't they have to be outside in order to come in? That makes no damn sense. The babies, the whole school, like 300 plus children were standing outside with, you would think, a handful of cops. Only one was standing with all the children. Only one. Is that not some messed up shit? That is truly messed up. What is one cop going to do if they come in there and just shoot everybody down? Like, what's one cop going to do? Not a damn thing. That's one cop and, 300 plus children and, a shooter. Like, what the hell? Like, I do not understand that. But they said that's their protocol. I don't understand how that is your protocol when the children, the babies are outside. Like, what the hell? Hello, OG Sunshine. Good to see you, love. Exactly. People need to keep their weapons locked up. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I want to show you guys this, and then we're going to go over some statistics. And I just think this is extremely important. And if nobody has any children, they might have nieces or nephews, they might have, friends that have children. This is just extremely important. Extremely important to keep our babies safe. Extremely important. So, absolutely, Summer Thunder. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. So I put this all over my Facebook because I'm one of those people, as you guys know, to bring awareness to stuff. And I think this is extremely important. And it's not, it's not nothing to mess with. Like,
hey guys.
Some people think it's a joke. It's truly not. It's truly not a joke.
Hey
but
guys.
I will show you guys. Trinity says hello. All right, so hold on just a second, guys. And I don't care to dox myself. It doesn't bother me not one bit.
And I'll send this video to Mom.
Okay, Trinity, hold on a minute. All right. Now, this is what I got. Let me present the screen. I want to show you guys. Absolutely, it's important. These babies are precious, and they're supposed to be safe wherever they are, school, park, grocery store, wherever they are. They're supposed to be safe, period. They're supposed to be safe. All right, so let me see. Let me get this up. I just want to bring awareness. And like I said, I don't care to dox myself. You guys, most of you guys know my name anyway. So this is what was sent to me this morning after Trinity and Tyler called me, freaking out, hysterical, like they was really, really scared. And you see what time it was. Okay, Trinity called me about 10 after. And this is what I got, okay? Let me click on it. It says, Dear VMS parents, we are investigating a threat made over social media. The Bristol Police Department has sent additional units to the school to ensure that everyone remains safe. How in the hell can everybody remain safe if the children are freaking outside? And y'all don't hear me cuss a lot, but I'm telling you, it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would have all those babies outside knowing that you are putting them in danger. You're supposed to keep them safe. Hello, Shelby J. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. But I got this, okay? This was like 10 to 20 minutes after Trinity called me. They're supposed to keep our babies safe. This doesn't make no sense to me. But anyway, I'm just... Hey, SWTC. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being in here. Okay, now this is the video that Trinity. I was picking them up this morning, and let me see if I can make.
Sounds we got school.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna restart it so y'all can hear. It's very, very short. It's very short, guys. But I want to show you guys at all these. You look at the front of the school, and I will try to tell you where exactly it is. And absolutely, people need to care for these babies. They're innocent. They're in your hands. I'm as an adult, as a parent, we trust you guys to take care of our babies while they're in school, not put them in freaking danger. And this is some bullshit. And it's very, 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 very scary. It's only like a 15-second video. Let me know if you guys can hear it by putting a 1 in chat, okay? Please. This happened just now?
Yes. Sounds we got school. Yeah.
All those children
for like 40 minutes.
Damn, there's cops all the way around this bitch, ain't it?
Yes. There's a person inside.
Active shooter. This happened just now?
Yes. Sounds we got school. Yeah.
All them babies.
Been on for like 40 minutes.
Damn. See all them babies standing there? All them babies standing there. I can't zoom in. I can't make it any bigger. But you see them. All those children. That is where the, I'm not trying to dox anything, but that's where the bus drivers didn't even know what the hell was going on. You would think that somebody that's carrying children to the damn school would know. They would put it and they would contact them. They would say, hey, there's an active shooter. You need to turn around, or you need to go to a safe place until we get it cleared out, or whatever. I mean, that's out in the open. That is out in the open right there. Tyler and Trinity walked. They said, Mom, I'm getting away from this. This is freaking me out. I'll walk to the stop sign, which is not very far from that. I said, stay right there. I'm coming. About put my van on 2 wheels. Like, I was freaking out, guys. Like, seriously. But, yeah. So that's, I'm not trying to dox myself. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why they had all them babies. I mean, you can see them standing there. There's hundreds of children standing out there, but you want to keep our children safe. How is that keeping them safe when they're all standing outside? That makes no damn sense to me. No sense at all. There's cops all the way around. See, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm sorry. Behind this ditch, see the children? It's supposed to be -17 tomorrow, and my one child's teacher is taking them outside. What the hell? See, I just don't understand. I do not understand. And y'all don't hear me cuss a lot.
There's a person inside.
Shooter. Did this happen just now?
Yes. Soon as we got at school. Yeah. It's been on for like 40 minutes.
Damn, there's cops all the way around this ditch,
Yes. There's a person inside.
Active shooter. Is that not crazy? That is absolutely crazy. Crazy. Absolutely. Yeah, these babies are standing outside. Like, I just don't understand, but they said that that's what they have to do. Now, I'm going to read this to you guys. Now, you can see the picture. Let me try to click it. Okay, you see all them babies standing right there. All those babies standing right there in front of that school. You can see it a little bit better now. See all those children? That's over 300 children. Over 300 babies right there. You see that? Okay, then there's the cop. Okay, this is what it said, and I'll just read it to you because I just definitely want to bring awareness to this. Is just wrong. And I don't know how all schools do this, but having children stand outside, and then I heard once they checked them all, they put them in the damn gymnasium. Okay, well, like I was sitting there telling, all these parents and stuff, like, okay, if somebody was going to do this, what if, because I don't do true crime, you guys know this, but I have, I've heard it from Rebel. What if they already planted the, gun or whatever they wanted to use to hurt somebody? What if they already planned it? I mean, I'm just saying, what if they already planned it out? So what if it was in, say the gymnasium? They put all them babies in the gymnasium, and so people could talk to them. Like, really, you stand them outside and freeze them to death and then put them in danger outside. And then there's a possibility you could put them in danger at the gym too, because, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they're thinking, like, really, they're all just standing there. They're all just standing there. And there's only, I didn't really see, but you can't really see there's not very many adults there. Let's put it like that. And this is a middle school. This is young teenagers. But anyway, like, I just don't understand it. Make sure you guys smash the like, please. Hit the shares, hit the subscribe. Please share this out, because I definitely want to get, bring awareness. This is wrong. This is wrong. You're supposed to keep our babies safe. Wherever you're at, you're supposed to keep your children safe, period. Hello, Miss Rocket. Good to see you, my love. I hope you're doing well, love. Says Bristol, Virginia, which, like I said, I don't care to dox myself because I think this is extremely important. Extremely important. Says students were reportedly searched prior to entry at Virginia Middle School this morning after overnight shooting threats were posted on TikTok. It says updated statement from school officials. Now, this is all bullshit. I want you guys to listen. I love you too, Rocky, honey. I love you guys all. Says, Dear Bearcat community, only minutes before opening the school doors this morning, school administrators received multiple calls and emails regarding a threat that had been made on social media. The threat indicated a potential for violence at Virginia Middle School. Our school administrators work together with members of Bristol Police Department and Bristol Sheriff's Office to ensure that our students arriving at Virginia Middle School were supervised and kept safe through the early hours of the school day. BVPS staff and law enforcement personnel monitored the arriving students, while other members of VBPS and BPD physically checked each student and his or her belongings were brought together in the gymnasium, where they were again under supervision of staff and law enforcement. There were no weapons found during the security check of students, and all students have been addressed by Dr. Chitwood, principal of Virginia Middle. Says many parents came immediately, and I'm one of them parents. Shit. I mean, that's just you don't play with nothing like that. It says many parents came immediately to the school to check out their students. While in a rush of parents to the school complicates the matter of checking in students at the school and accounting for their well-being, we understand the parental mindset to keep your child safe. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we required parents to complete a sign-out sheet before leaving with the students. It is important that the school knows the whereabouts of all students, and we must take these precautions even early on a cold morning. It says, at this time, all students who remained at the school are back in normal classes and following a planned schedule for the day. The school administrators will continue to work with the Bristol Police Department to investigate the threats that surfaced this morning. There will be an increased presence from law enforcement today and tomorrow, and the school will be extra vigilant about students and visitors entering the building. Additionally, any student in attendance will have the ability to speak with a school counselor or another trusted adult as the students process their emotions today and tomorrow. It says, we thank you for your patience and understanding on this morning. Our staff members in Bristol Police Department and Bristol Sheriff's Office took immediate action to safeguard our school community because the information surfaced just this morning, which is bullshit because I heard that they got it Sunday morning. This is damn well Wednesday. Why didn't you do something about it then? Anyway, because the information surfaced just this morning, we did not have any opportunity to provide communication ahead of the student arrival at school. That is bullshit. As you speak with your children, please encourage them to share information with you or with adults at the school whenever they believe their safety or safety of others is threatened. As a community, we can work together to prevent mornings like the one we just had experienced. Now, is that not some bullshit? Like, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. And people are saying you should have told us, like, you're in a car line or you're getting dropped off, and this is on Scanner Feed. This is something that's on Facebook. Let me see what else. I shared a lot of it. Okay. And these were supposedly the threats, guys. So I'm going to show you guys. It was on TikTok. I think they banned the account. They banned the account, but I want to show you guys. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to try to make this a little bit bigger. Hold on. Can y'all see? That's too tiny. Anyway, sorry about that. Let me see if I can make it. Okay. I'm trying to get it as close as I can. But anyway, so sorry. All right. So this was, it said, VMS Students Watch Out was the name of the TikTok. It says, who is on my hit list for when I shoot up VMS? I'm not putting myself on there, but I will end myself. Whoever it is. Okay. And it says, and some people commented, and it says, oh no, I'm scared. You should shot me first. It says, what did they do? Bro, I don't know who you are, but they ain't annoying you, so you need to shut your mouth about them. They did nothing to you. And then somebody said, boy, bye. Okay. Hello, Art Ghost Show. So good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, darling. This one says, imagine being a target to get killed. It says, I'll probably do it today, so watch out, and not today. Tomorrow. That's what it said. Tomorrow. Oh no, I'm scared. You should have shot me first. What did they do? Okay. All right. It says, however they did this is they tagged certain TikToks. I'm not really for sure 100% sure how TikTok works, but anyway, excuse me, they tagged whoever that they wanted to hurt. And it says, don't have pictures. And the reason that they want to unalive them is annoying and pick on me. Okay. This one says, don't have any pictures. Reason is a crybaby. This one says, don't have any pictures. Reason, don't shush. And Abby will go with her too. Like, what in the world? Like, and then this one is actually a picture of her. And it says, reason is ooh. Like, they just don't like them. They're nasty or whatever. Like, what the hell? These are children. And it says, reason, pick me as white. Because they're white. Like, really? This one says, whatever that is, Anna King Hush, whatever. I don't know who that is, but whatever. And then this one says, now this one really is messed up, guys. This breaks all of it breaks my heart, but this one is really, really sad. Do I need a reason? I better do it before she does it to herself. Like, you've got to be kidding me. This is absolutely horrible. And then this one says, reason is gay, always is trying to fight me for what? And yeah, so whoever it is nitpicking on, like, just stupid shit. Like, I just don't understand, and I heard if it's, Tyler and Trinity, if this is the same student that they know of, they said this same student tried to unalive their own mother and just recently got out of a mental institution. I don't know if that's true or not. If it's the same person, then that's horrible. That's horrible. They shouldn't, if they try to unalive their parents and they got put in a mental institution, then why in the hell are you going to put that child back in a public building with a bunch of people when they tried to kill their mother? I don't understand, but I don't know if that's the person or not, but it's just horrible. It's horrible. And that was the threat. And they got that removed. So I guess that is banned, but that was the threat. I don't know when that was put. I have no idea when that was put, but let's see. Let me see. I want to trying to figure out how to, hold on just a second, guys, because I want to I want you guys to hear this. So hold on, just bear with me just a minute, okay? Bear with me just a second. I want you guys to hear this. Now, this is what they just called and told us a couple hours ago. They left a voicemail. So let me pull it up. I want you guys to hear it. Like, I just don't know. I don't feel safe right now. I don't feel safe right now. Let me try to make this a little bigger. You guys let me know if you guys can hear it, because it's a voicemail. So I want you guys, if it'll hurry and load. But yeah, my anxiety is still really high, guys. Really high. I just don't understand. I don't understand and what the world is coming to. Just because you don't like somebody, that doesn't mean that you have to take their life. If they're white, if they're black, if they're gay, if they're polka dotted, it don't matter if they're rich, if they're poor, if they got holy clothes, who gives a damn? They're still a human being. They're still a human being, and they deserve to live. They deserve to live. That's horrible. Hello, Not Crazy. So good to see you, love. I hope you're doing good, honey. But I don't know if anybody, because this is YouTube. So we hear, there's a lot of people from around the world and, the United States. So I have the Streamer link pinned if y'all want to come up and talk about it, or if you've ever been through that or any advice, because my nerves are shocked. So I just, that's still loading. So y'all just give me a few minutes. I'll eventually play it, but while that's loading, I'm going to pull up. Oh yes, honey. Oh yes. Not Crazy. I put it all over my Facebook, darling. I put it all over my Facebook. Yeah, I'm tore to hell up. All right, so this is some statistics while that's pulling up, guys. All right, so it says surviving a school shooting, which it did not happen, thank the Lord, but it was a threat to, so I'm definitely want to bring awareness to this, as if anybody has went through it or anything like that. It is horrible. It says impacts on the mental health, education, and earnings of American youth. It says more than 100,000 American children. Let me try to make this a little bit bigger, guys. Sorry. All right. Okay. It says more than 100,000 American children attend a school at which a shooting took place in 2018, 2019. Research indicates a higher rate of antidepressant use among those exposed to a school shooting in the years following gun violence. School shootings lead to drops in student enrollment and a decline in average test scores. School shootings also lead to an increase in students' absenteeism and the likelihood of needing to repeat a grade in the 2 following years. Students exposed to shootings at their school are less likely to graduate high school, go to college, or graduate college, and are less likely to be employed and have lower earnings in their mid-20s, which I don't agree with that. I mean, everybody, you can go. I mean, I'm not saying, I haven't. This is just my opinion. Excuse me. You can go through a shooting. I mean, I haven't, but I'm just saying you're mentally, yet still wouldn't stop you from going to college or finishing school. That's just my opinion. All right, it says America reels from yet another school shooting, this one at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Much of the public decision has centered on the life lost, 19 children and 2 teachers. The Uvalde massacre is the second deadliest on record, following a 2012 shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School, which I remember that. It's absolutely horrible. These shootings are only 2 on the already long list of horrific tragedies that have cut short the lives of too many children and their educators over the past decades. According to the Washington Post School Shootings Database, at least 185 children, educators, and others have been killed by gun violence at American schools since the Columbine Massacre in 1999, which I do remember. It says leaving behind hundreds of grief-stricken family members, friends, and communities. The cost of school shootings for the direct victims and their loved ones are unimaginable. An increasing body of research shows that the death toll captured only one part of the broader lasting impact that gun violence at school permeates through our society. Hundreds of thousands of students are exposed. Over the last 2 decades, the numbers of shootings in U.S. schools have doubled. And in my research with Marka Cabral, Bok Young Kim, and Molly Shell, and Haynes Swat, I'm probably saying these wrong, guys, I'm sorry. We estimate that more than 100,000 American children attended a school at which a shooting took place in 2018 and 2019 alone. Holy crap. That is a lot of babies, guys. Although mass school shootings such as the one in Uvalde tend to receive significant media attention, the majority of shootings are thankfully much less deadly and also less widely publicized. I think they should publish all of them. It don't matter if it's a threat, if it really happened. You should public it all of it. Because that affects your children. That affects your community. It's a public school, for Pete's sake. Even if it was a private school, it still affects the community. You need to say something about it, period. In fact, about 3/4 of shootings in 2018 and 2019 lead to no fatalities at all, and the vast majority had fewer than 2 deaths. Research has been analyzing the impacts of exposure to shootings on the growing number of students experiencing them in American schools. While many students are physically unharmed, studies have consistently found consequences to their mental health, educational, and economic trajectories for the last years and potentially decades to come. A large interdisciplinary body of research characterizes the neurological and psychological mechanisms through which trauma from exposure to violence can impact young people. In brief, such trauma can affect both the biological stress system as well as young developing brains. Consistent with these mechanisms, large numbers of studies from different countries and contexts have documented negative effects of exposure to local community and domestic violence on children, educational, and behavioral outcomes. At the same time, some have argued that children are very resistant and can bounce back from trauma. That's easier said than done. Guys. Implying that childhood violence exposure, while being damaging in the short run, may not have lasting effects. That's bullshit. I mean, I'm just telling you guys, I did not, I suffer with, and I'm just saying this from experience. I suffer with PTSD from childhood trauma as well as adult trauma. So you don't bounce back. It screws with you your whole entire life. Your whole entire life. A matter of locations. While school shootings differ from gun violence elsewhere, there are several reasons why while shootings at school may impact children differently than when they occur elsewhere. Recent studies show that local exposures to police killings and unarmed Black and Hispanic individuals adversely affect the mental health of Black adults and educational outcomes of Black and Hispanic students. The mechanism driving these impacts may include the possibility that Black and Hispanics feel a stronger connection to same-race victims of police brutality, and that they view these events as breaking their trust in institutions such as law enforcement. Similarly, children exposed to shootings at school may suffer more acutely than when they are exposed to violence in other settings because of their connection to student and teacher victims and the loss of trust in school's ability to keep them safe. Right now, the trust me and Rebel have for Tyler and Trinity School is extremely low. Like letting them babies stand outside. You got an active threat to hurt these children, but you're going to leave them the hell outside. Like, what in the hell is the matter with you? Further, the intense media coverage that comes with school shooting is likely to have put many American students on edge, so much that exposure to any gunshots in a school setting, even accidental discharge, may be particularly traumatic if it invokes an intense amount of fear. Also, compared with violence in other contexts, school shootings are likely to cause a greater amount of disruption to student learning, as they might affect teacher turnover rates, teaching quality, classroom resources, and continuing of instruction. Absolutely, that is so true, Summer Thunder. Lastly, given the peer effects in schools are important. Example, students' learning and well-being are highly influenced by what their peers do in the classroom setting. The adverse impacts of a student's own trauma from experiencing a school shooting may be amplified due to the disruptions from other shooting exposed peers. Early impacts on survivors' mental health and education. Several studies demonstrate that school shootings have detrimental effects on mental health and educational outcomes of surviving youth. It says, we analyzed the impacts of 44 U.S. school shootings that took place between 2008 and 2013 on youth antidepressant use. They can't always blame it on that, in my opinion. We compared the number of antidepressant prescriptions written by providers practicing within 5 miles of the school that experienced a shooting with those written by providers 10 to 15 miles away, both before and after the shooting. Our results indicated that the average monthly number of antidepressant prescriptions written to youth under the age 20 by providers located near schools that experienced a fatal shooting was 21.3% higher relative to providers located further away in the 2 to 3 years following a shooting, excuse me, than in the 2 years before. Consistent with this evidence suggesting a deterioration in shooting exposed children's mental health. It says document an increase in deaths, including unalives and accidents, among residents of Jefferson County, Colorado, who were between 14 and 18 at the time of 1999 shooting at Columbine High School, which is located in that county. When it comes to educational outcomes, studies have found that school shootings lead to drops in student enrollment and decline on average test scores. It says in my research, I can't pronounce these names. I'm just going to go through them real quick. It says we examined the effects of 33 shootings that took place during school hours at public schools in Texas between 1995 and 2016. We used detailed administration student level data on all children in Texas public schools and analyzed changes in educational outcomes within the same students in the years before and after a shooting. In order to control for general trends, we compared these within student changes to changes in students from control schools that were chosen to be similar based on their institution and student demographic characteristics. Sorry, guys, my anxiety is really high. I apologize. We found that in 2 years following a shooting, exposed students experienced a 12.1% increase in the share of school days and they were absent, a 27.8% increase in the likelihood of being chronically absent, and a more than doubling of the likelihood of needing to repeat a grade. I think that is truly, in my opinion, I think it's truly messed up that children have to repeat a grade because, there was a shooting at school. Like, I just don't understand. Work with the child, work with the parents, and see if you can get them, to at least try their best. You're going to fail a child because they're traumatized because of a school shooting. You're going to fail them. So therefore they, say for example, it was the middle school and the next year they go to the high school, which is a totally different building. You're going to keep them in that same building one more year because they missed school because it was traumatizing. That is wrong. In my opinion, that is wrong. You need to at least try. They need to at least try and help the students, not just pass them along and say, okay, well, you're going to redo another grade because you were traumatized, so you missed a lot of school. Put the child in, on an alternative or online or something just to help them pass. You're just going to throw them under the rug because they have trauma. That's bullshit. It says the long haul educational and economic outcomes for shooting survivors. Our team also studied long-term consequences of exposure to gun violence at school. In this analysis, we studied the impacts of 8 shootings that took place in Texas public high schools between 1998 and 2006 on individual outcomes through the age of 26. We compared cohorts of shooting exposed students with cohorts that attended the same schools in the year before the shooting occurred. As in the short run analysis, we compare these differences in cohort outcomes when the analysts cohort differences in match control schools. We found that students who were exposed to a shooting at their school in grades 10 and 11 were 3.7% at the mean less likely to graduate from high school, 9.5% less likely to enroll in any college, 17.2% less likely to enroll in a 4-year college, and 15.3% less likely to obtain a bachelor's degree by age 26. We also found that students exposed to shootings in grades 9 through 11 are 6.3% less likely to be employed and have $2,779.84, 13.5% lower average annual earnings between the ages of 24 and 26. Our estimates imply a reduction of $1,115 in 2018 in the present discounted value of lifetime earnings per shooting exposed students. Given that approximately 50,000 children per year have been experiencing shootings at their school in recent times, this amount to an aggregate cost of $5.8 billion per year in terms of lost lifetime earnings among survivors. Importantly and thankfully, the shootings that we studied in Texas, this is mainly talking about Texas, but I still think it's very useful information. And I thank Nani for giving it to me. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you. Because my mind is not here, and I normally do my own research. And I was looking, but I could not find what the heck I was looking for. It says, in fact, 18 of the 33 shootings had no fatalities and no shootings had more than one death. And yet our research indicates that these less deadly and most unpublicized acts of gun violence at schools have major and long-lasting consequences for many children who are on school grounds when they occur. Do you know how bad Tyler and Trinity are scared to death to go to school? Lessons learned and policy considerations. Impossible to overstate the devastation caused by life lost to school shootings. But research indicates that even those who escape the events without any visible physical harm carry scars that could impair their lives for many years to come, for forever. Unfortunately, you don't never forget about your trauma. While it is undeniably clear in the United States urgently needs to take action to prevent school shootings from occurring in the first place, it is also important to remember that hundreds of thousands of children who have already experienced them. That's awful to say. Indeed, our team's estimates of the impacts of the exposure to school shootings in Texas on children's long-run outcomes are comparable to magnitudes to those found in researchers who studied the survivors in 2011 massacre. The Utøya shooting was the deadliest event in Norwegian history, killing 69 people. It is therefore in some ways remarkable that we find similarly large negative impacts of exposure to shootings in Texas public schools, at which most one person was killed. Let's see. Let me go over this. That was just some little information. It says, thus, as we mourn the 21 lives tragically cut short on May 24, 2022. And Uvalde, we must not forget about the hundreds of students who were also at the school on that day. The loss of life underscores the devastating cost of America's continued inaction on gun control. And as policymakers debate what can be done to prevent school shootings, they must also act to help the hundreds of thousands of children who have already survived them. All right, guys. So, like I said, I have a StreamYard link put up, and I have a little bit more information, but I have the StreamYard link put up if you guys want to come up. And you're more than welcome. I don't know if you guys, for some reason, it's not going to go through, but I want to play you guys that voicemail that was sent to me. I want you guys to hear what the superintendent of the school is saying about this. Okay. Let me know if you guys can hear this. Okay. I'm going to try to play it on my phone. Give me just a minute, guys.
Good evening, Bearcat families. We want to provide an
update
regarding the social media threat we experienced this morning. The student who produced the social media threat has been identified and has confessed to the wrongdoing. The school division, the police, and the Commonwealth's attorney all agree on the seriousness of the student's misconduct. The student will face criminal charges and school consequences, both to the fullest extent available. Tomorrow at Virginia Middle School, the Bristol Police Department will have an increased presence, and school staff will continue to engage students in conversations about the seriousness of threats shared via social media. Any student who is experiencing emotional distress over this incident is encouraged to speak with a counselor or other trusted adult in the building. Whenever we learn of threats or have concerns about the safety of our students, our priority is to make sure we have taken measures to create a safe environment for our students. As soon as we have accurate information, we share that with our staff and parents. While our hope is to keep everyone equally informed, sharing information that has not been confirmed or investigated will lead to more confusion and more frustration. As with previous incidents, we will share more information once we have a more complete set of facts and have debriefed with the local authorities.
To opt out of future messages, call 855.
Is that not crazy? So, he sounded calm as a cucumber. Like, you're calm as a cucumber. What? These children ain't calm. They're damn well scared to death to go to, they're scared to death to go to school. They're scared to death. Even though y'all supposedly caught them, that ain't not necessarily mean that they're out of the clear, in my opinion. They might have caught them. They might have whatever. But what's to say that they're, I'm just trying to say, okay, so Rebel covers true crime a lot. And I've heard true crime. I don't cover true crime. This is, granted, this is very important, and this shit hits home. So, What's to say that it wasn't just one person? What's to say that it wasn't a couple of people? That shit is scary just to think of, because you don't know. I mean, are they acting alone? Is there other children involved? God, I hope not. I hope they did catch them and it's done and over with. But, when they don't let you guys know, hey, it's done and over with, they're just investigating and they caught the person and they're going to be extended and they're going to be called and all, and, charged and all that crap. Well, what's to say that more people might decide, okay, well, damn, this person got attention. Let me see what I can do. It's awful, because there's so many children out there that their mindset is, they're children. So they're like, okay, well, that person got attention, then I might try to do this. It's really scary. I mean, I hope not. I hope and pray to good Lord in heaven above that's not the case. But I mean, children are children, and a lot of them are followers and not leaders, you know? So they say, well, I mean, we've all been teenagers at one point in our time. So, you're either a follower or you're a leader, and just your friend does that or somebody does that. Well, what's to say that they won't try to do? I mean, it's just a scary thought. It's a scary thought. It's true, but it's scary. I'm just, I just don't know. I mean, I'm scared. I don't know about sending the babies to school tomorrow. I mean, they sent us that, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You know what I mean? Like, they're truly scared. Children shouldn't have to be scared to go to school. Like Trinity, when they called, Trinity and Tyler was actually, I mean, like, they was crying, scared. They were scared. So, like, this is awful. We got to keep our babies safe. Whatever. If you don't have children of your own, you still need to keep the children safe. If you're a student, I mean, like, say, I'm just using this as an example in school. Okay. If you're a teacher or a teacher's aide or a nurse or whatever you are in the school, and you don't have children of your own, still you work in a school. You should have care and compassion for children to try to keep them as safe as possible, because the parents or the grandparents or the caregivers or whatever the case may be, trust you to take care of them while they are in y'all's house, which is a schoolhouse, I'm just, but that's scary, because they sit there and said, that they are going to have police presence tomorrow. Hello, the sassy son. They're so good to see you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well. But they said they were going to have heavy police presence tomorrow. Okay, well, what about Friday? Like, they only have one RSO. I mean, not RSO, I'm sorry. They have one resource police officer in the whole entire building. One. That's it. One. Granted, they got cameras all over the place. It's just the damn point. It's the damn point. Yeah, but it's terrible. And this is what I commented on, and I'll just read it to you guys. This is what I commented on that post that I showed you guys. Hold on just a minute, guys, and I will tell you guys. Let's see. This is what I put. It says, my husband and I have concerns about this, big concerns. My daughter and son call me freaking out, crying in the cold outside. What was the point of them being outside? I agree with everyone. What if it was already planted inside, or it leaves the kids unsafe to leave them outside? I mean, my kids was counted absent over this because I picked them up before school started. My kids ride the bus, so I had no clue until my daughter and son called, scared to death. There definitely needs to be something done that is better than this. Having the children being outside is definitely unsafe. So I don't know if me and my husband feel safe sending our children to school tomorrow. What if it happens again? I'm truly concerned for these children and their safety of all the children. And if my children miss school tomorrow, they better be excused for safety reasons. It's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. Sure is. And I just think it's wrong. I mean, like, they called and told us that, sorry about that. They called and told us that, that there was, like, everything was good. What do you mean? Let's see. I understand your operation. Did they say they discovered the prep? Yes. I don't know if they're in custody or not. That's all the voicemail said. Said that they, that they figured out who the child was. I guess they checked the IEP. I don't really know how that works, but they found out who it was, and they are going to fully, I have no idea if they're in custody or not, but they're going to fully extend, like, give them the full blown charge, and you know that's what the district attorney said, or whatever that message said. Um, you know. So I mean, I am scrambled. My anxiety is extremely high. I'm still in panic mode. Like, I'm just feel like not really paranoid, but I mean, like, it's just like, damn, I mean, these kids are supposed to be safe when they go to school. Granted, public school is a public school, but still, it don't matter which school they go to, whether it's public school, private school, homeschool, go to somebody else's house and somebody teach them whatever. They still have to be safe wherever the hell they are. School, park, grocery store, Walmart. I mean, wherever these children are, they're supposed to be safe. That's why I said keeping our children safe wherever they are, keeping the babies safe. The babies didn't ask to be brought into this world. So we're supposed to care for them, and we're supposed to love them, and we're supposed to, keep them safe and let them know, we're here to protect you in a school setting or whatever the case may be. That's how you're supposed to be. As a caring individual, that's how you're supposed to be, especially for children. I mean, children have to go to school. It's against the law if they don't. Whether it's homeschool, virtual school, public school, private school, whatever. It's against the law. So they have to go to school. So you need some people in those schools that want to protect and keep the children safe and actually care for the children as a child, not just a number that you're getting a paycheck over. And I'm not saying all students are, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all teachers are like that. I'm just saying, I'm just saying from a point of view. And then also if they miss, if they miss school, it's a public school. So the government or the federal government gives them money for each child that's there in school. So that's how they pay, the bills or whatever, or their salaries. So if a child misses school because they feel unsafe, they're missing out on money. So they want that child at school. That is messed up. If that child don't feel safe, that child feels safer at home, then that child is staying at home, in my opinion. That's really sad. It's really sad. So yeah, yeah, you guys come on, grab the StreamYard link and come on up here and chat with me a little bit. Tell me what you guys think. Have y'all ever been through anything like this? My anxiety is really high. If y'all ever been anything like this, or what advice you would give or anything like that, you please grab a StreamYard link and come on up here and let me know what you think. You're more than welcome. It's pinned to the top of the chat. Come on up here, guys. Hello, Rich. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. You're and we consider you guys family. So your niece and nephew was scared to death this morning, and scared to death, So, come on, guys, grab a StreamYard link. Hit the like if y'all haven't done so. Thank you guys so much for hearing. I mean, I'm not trying to rant, but this is extremely important to keep our babies safe, keep our children safe. It's extremely important. The girl is supposedly in a detention center. Okay. Well, see, I didn't know. I just heard the voicemail. Hello, sweetheart. How are you?
not flat.
I'm all right, honey. How are you?
Girl, my
Yeah,
nerves are shocked.
I hear you there. Okay, first, take a deep breath for me, hun. In through your nose, out your mouth.
That's easier said than done.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you.
It's like Mama Bear coming out. Like it's easier said than
Oh,
done.
yeah. I got you. I got you.
Hello, Juju Bones. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, darling. But yeah, I'm telling you.
I know you're shook, and I would be shook too. Seriously, but
Should be able to
try to take a
pick it
deep
up again.
breath.
Well,
And I know
that's
it's easier said than done because this is
I mean, like-
this is serious stuff. Wow,
Absolutely.
yeah. But also,
Absolutely.
And the tiny plastic.
that's the dilemma now of how to address these situations now.
Absolutely.
I mean, it
It's extremely
just
scary.
but also
Okay.
speaking from a parent who has kids who are a little older now, they're adults, and you never stop worrying about them. You never do.
Absolutely. Hell,
You
my
know,
mama
I mean,
worries
sometimes
about
it just-
me, and I'm 37
sometimes it
years
just-
old, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm you know, I have to, my youngest, she's away from the home. She has her own home. So I'm texting her, you okay? She goes, yeah, why? What's up? What? Just thinking about you, you know?
Yeah, I just want to check
You
in
know,
on you, to make sure you're
yeah.
okay. Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, and unfortunately, as parents, we can't guarantee their safety all the time, which we would love to do. That would be like
Absolutely.
ideal utopia, you know?
Yeah. It's like keep them at home, you
And
know,
I'm not-
keep them
yeah.
under your wing.
Yeah, right.
But then it's like, okay, get out of my hair. You're getting on my nerves. I love you, but Lord.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
but
I wish there was an answer to this.
it is the scariest thing. I did
Yeah.
never thought in a million years. I mean, you know, it's terrible to hear all
Yeah.
these ones that happen around the world. I mean, it's not just the United States. I'm sure
Yeah,
they happen all over the place. But
Yeah, it
when
should
it hits
thing.
home, it
shouldn't
kicks
be a
you right
thing.
in the ass, literally.
Yeah. I would. I can't even imagine. You know, I just, but,
Hey, Tony, good to see you, brother.
I just tried. I don't know. This is going to sound so like I'm trivializing it. I'm not. But just, you know, just try to, you know, for your own health and say, you know, well-being as well. You know, deep breaths or a cup of tea or something to try to help calm you down too. Because also, your young ones they feel your anxiety too, sweetie. You know,
Oh, I know.
and I'm not trying to preach or poke.
Oh,
or
you're
no.
fine. And the
Okay.
thing about it is they all suffer with anxiety too. So
Right,
they've been
gotcha,
on edge
gotcha.
and they're like, Mom, you don't need to talk about that. I'm like, yes, I do. I'm like,
I
you go to
gotcha.
bed and I'm talking about it because it is extremely important.
Right. Yeah, I hear you. And like I was saying in chat, if you feel that you want to keep them home, follow your heart. Keep them home for the day.
But you know,
I
like the
would.
access-
would.
I mean, it's ridiculous. The public school system is so screwed up. You have to have a doctor's note. You can't miss so many days. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada.
Oh,
but
yeah,
if
I
my
know.
children feel unsafe, that is
Mhm.
totally different.
Yep.
Completely
had a-
different.
I had to go to battle on my oldest's behalf with the powers that be in their school several times. So yeah, I get you.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Rebel, you get up here. Because he was asleep. I mean, it was early this morning, and it was like 8 o'clock, and he was still asleep. And I was like,
How did you
"Rebel,
keep him in the car, girl?
he was half
You know-
asleep. He was half
Oh.
asleep when I told him. I was like, Rebel, I got to go pick up the kids. There was an active shooter, and he's like, huh? Like you know, it didn't really dawn onto him until I came back with him, and he's like, "Are you guys okay?" Like, you know.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know? Because he would have jumped in, he would have probably drove, and he ain't got a license yet. So he'd really be there was cops all over the damn place.
Yeah.
All over the place. Like the whole school, there was you couldn't parallel park nowhere. Like
Right. Right. And all you want to do is just jump out of the car and run up to him. I get you. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I get
telling you.
that. Yeah.
Hey, Rebel.
What's up,
Hey,
Jack?
Rebel.
What's up?
It was bad. It startled you, didn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Cracking, really.
What y'all doing?
He was like, he was half asleep, and then he was like, "Wait, what?"
Well, yeah. That's not one of the things you ever expect to wake up to, for sure.
I know. When I was I jumped. I didn't even give the car a chance to warm up. I said, "Hell no, I'm getting there."
Angel is burning rubber, man.
Yeah, I don't care if the car's running cold. Let's go.
Right. Gotcha. Yep.
You do it.
Yep.
You do it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just go drop off.
Don't blame you.
But I think this is extremely important. Extremely important. And when it hits home and it hits close to you, it hits and it freaking sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks. And if
Yeah.
you don't know how to act, I mean, you know what I mean? You don't know really what to say to your children. I mean, like, we've always told them, take your phone with you, call us,
Mhm.
let us know,
Mhm.
which she did. And Tyler
Mhm.
was right beside her. And like, it was just like, you don't know, like, you don't think it will happen. And then
Right.
I'm thinking the good Lord in heaven above that it actually didn't get, there wasn't one there and it actually happened. But I mean, and this is heartbreaking to say, but it could have. And
Yeah,
that
I hear you.
really, really scary.
I don't know. I think, and unfortunately, this shouldn't be a reality that we are at now, but we are, and I think it with preparing our kids, as we raise them, you try to teach them and get them ready for life when they get old enough to leave the nest and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I think this is just one more thing that we need to talk with our kids about, and what should be done, if, and heaven forbid, it ever does.
But what I don't exactly, and I pray for all these babies, but I don't understand why in the hell, and y'all ain't heard me cuss a lot, but why in the hell would they leave all them children outside?
I don't know.
Understand that.
I don't know. They should have gotten them away from the building.
Now let me show you how they told us about this, and this was 2 hours after she'd already got the kids. Show them this, Becca, and read it now.
Yeah, I went over a lot of it, but then they sent. Okay, there it is. There's some more.
Now they knew about that before school started, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't tell us. Tyler Trinity's the one that told us. Said we just got to school, Mom, and we've been here for like 10 minutes, and police officers here said that there was an active threat, active shooter, and to call the parents to come get us. I was like, what? So I called the school, because I was like, what the hell is going on? And they said, it's just a social media threat. We got it under control. Yeah, you do, with all the children outside to be hurt, to be kidnapped, to be, geez, they're outside.
To be honest, they had more, and this sounds weird, but they would have more room to run.
No, I get what you're saying.
It's still scary though, because in all these school shootings, you see the people are getting out of their car or whatever, and they're going from outside to inside. I don't understand. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I to set out a mass alert is a challenge, and I don't know how that could be navigated, because you probably your kids are probably in a class of 100, 200, maybe 300 kids in their class.
Oh, honey, the whole middle school's like almost 600 children.
Okay, so they have so that's a lot of phone numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
and their systems can only handle so much, and then, so I don't know, and I'm not minimizing or taking their side or nothing like that. It's just how to. I don't know. That's just like, wow,
This is what I think they should do. Instead of sending that money over to fucking Ukraine and all these other places that we don't need to stick our damn nose in their business, they ought to use that money and set up systems for schools around here.
I hear you.
Do an automated service.
Come on, Rebel. Come on, bro.
There's an emergency, automatically send it to us. because they do have a system that if the kids are out of school, it automatically sends a thing saying your kids are out of school.
Yep.
Automatically.
Well, that's
Because
good. That's
yeah, well,
good
see, it
because
said Tyler Trinity was absent. I was like, what the hell? And so I said, Red, well, you can call him. He calls him and he says, why is my kids absent, counted as absent? And they said, we send that to everybody. There's hundreds and hundreds of children that are being checked out today. No kidding. They don't want to be there. They're scared.
But what I'm saying is we should use the money to protect our kids in this country instead of
Yeah.
sending money over to where we don't need to stick our damn nose in none of that business.
That's
That's
true
none of
too.
our business.
Absolutely.
That is none of our fucking business.
It's horrible. It's sad. It truly is sad. And all these babies, like I said, not just in the United States. There's we read a little bit. There's quite a bit. And then what's to say? I mean, I'm sure that there's some overseas, and these babies are innocent.
hmm
They're
Yeah.
supposed to be protected. They're supposed to feel safe when they're going to school or wherever they're going.
there used to be a line that was not crossed, and then somebody done went and crossed that line,
Yep.
and now it's just
You know why?
it's going to
they
sound
don't-
horrible and crass, but it just seems to be the normal thing now, and that is not right. That is not
No,
wrong.
absolutely.
You know why they went and done crossed that line? Is because they took away
I cannot tell with clay.
our right to reprimand our children the way we were reprimanded when we were younger.
Oh yeah, I got my butt whooped a couple times. That's for sure.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, they
Shit.
still allow you to whoop their butt, but they don't do it like Granny used to. Granny whooped my mama and my grandmother whooped my ass out of jail. They didn't whoop me into jail. They whooped me out
I
of
just
jail.
need billets.
Yeah, I don't know. It always seems to be the bad apples that ruin everything.
But when they took, and in my opinion, when they took prayer out of and prayer in the Bible, and I'm not being religious, I'm just saying the truth, the facts. When they took
Mhm.
prayer in the Bible out of schools, that's when all shit hit the fan.
Mm.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
I say it till they need
When
to
you
bring
take
it back.
God out of it, you have nothing.
Absolutely.
That's just the
And
truth.
prayers,
That's just
what's
the
wrong with
truth.
prayers? There ain't nothing wrong with prayers.
Not a thing. Prayer's what makes
Wrong
the
with that
world
at all.
go round.
Exactly.
But they took that out of schools. Why? Why is your
Yeah.
point in taking Christianity or prayers or whatever you believe, whatever you believe, the Bible or, whatever.
Yeah.
Why did they take it
Yeah,
out of
because
school?
of this church and state argument, and it's like, what? Yeah, yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I think we was asking Tyler Trinity one day, and do they still do the Pledge of Allegiance? And he
No.
said, they said yes.
They do still. Awesome.
They said they did.
That's cool.
I was like, well, that's a good thing. So now you can
They
bring
don't do it
the what is it? A moment of silence back, which is prayer.
I think when my kids
Oh,
were
I was going to
elementary-
tell Rebel, man. I used to get hit with skillets, man. And that was my problem.
Ouch!
Don't talk about Rebel and his baby skillet in there.
No, I'm dead serious. I was going to tell Rebel, I used to get hit with skillets in race car tracks, man. Ooh, this stuff
Ow.
don't feel good.
Man, I look, my mama beat me, and I thank her for it. She beat me with
Hey, me too. Hey, my mom was a single mother, you know.
flip flop, whatever she could. If she couldn't reach me, she threw it at me.
Iron skillets and all. That's what I'm saying. I got hit with them.
Now, this is the God's honest truth, and I think I've told you guys this story before, but I don't know if y'all have heard it, so I'm going to tell you again. Rebel knows the very first time that I met his mom, and God rest her soul, Rebel said something to her, and she grabbed a jar of peanut butter on the table, and he was answering the door. I went to go visit him. He was answering the door. He opened the door, and a peanut butter jar, not a little one, a pretty good sized jar of Jiffy, went flying by my head, and I was higher than a Georgia pie. Let's just say I sobered up real quick. Real quick.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
She was pointing at me, though.
Yes, she was throwing it at him, but it went past him and went right past it. This is what it did to me. And it went whoo, and just brushed my hair. I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm leaving.
Feel that breeze.
So when she passed away, God rest her soul, she got a little
Right.
itty bitty. I found the smallest jar of peanut butter
Yeah,
ever, and
wow.
I put it in the casket with her.
Oh.
But yeah, I was high as hell too. Rebel said, "Babe, are you high?" "Yeah, I'm high." "I ain't no more. You just threw that damn shit." It was about a 3-pound thing of peanut butter. Lord have mercy.
Right. Right.
Woo, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I always remember that. That was them almost 15 years ago.
Right.
But I'm
Yeah.
telling you, she'd pick up anything. Hell, my mama, she'd get a flip flop, and if you're in the back seat of a minivan or a station wagon, smack you with the
Mhm.
flip flop. Put it or get you a fly swatter. Oh gosh, nope, I'm
My-
good.
My mom
Or-
had a paddle, and
What-
before it got wrapped up in duct tape, it
Oh,
used to say
hell.
on it. Yeah, it used to say the Board of Education applied to the seat of learning.
Absolutely. And Rebel, what was it that your grandmother did? You went out there and get a switch, and it was a little switch, and she said, "Ain't no damn switch," and you had to go out there and get more, and she braided them or something. I don't know.
My husband had that with his grandmother, and he had to go out and pick a switch from the willow tree.
Hell no.
Mm.
Nope. But I mean, this is just extremely important. Like,
Yeah, and by all means, we're not promoting child abuse or
no,
anything
no,
like
no,
that. We're
no,
just
Lord, no.
discipline.
It's just-
Discipline is necessary, but just
well,
not
see, now
overboard.
when Trinity don't like going to school. I mean, I'll just tell you guys straight up, Trinity don't like going to school. So we had her talk to the the police officer there, and he said, now we said, now let her know that we can legally whoop her ass, not beat her, but legally whoop her ass. And he said, absolutely. He said, there's a difference between a beating and a whooping, and that is completely true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, me growing up, from my sperm donor, I was actually beat. And that, that's something that lives with you forever. But, whooping is totally different.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate to hear that, man. I don't like to see nobody being beat on.
That's not right.
Yeah,
no.
and my sperm donor was a preacher, Tony.
I'm sorry.
What? Really?
Yep. You can ask Rebel. It's bad. It's real bad.
No,
he's a piece of shit.
He is. Now, it was this bad, and I won't go into massive detail, but it was this bad. I was like 2 or 3 years old. I fell asleep in church. I was in church all my life. I fell asleep in church. I was 2 or 3 years old. I mean, I was a baby. And because I fell asleep in church, and my brothers were a couple years older than me, we all had to line up on the couch with our pants pulled down and got our ass beat so bad that we couldn't sit down for a couple of days. Because I fell asleep in church because I was only like 2 or 3 years old. What the hell?
My
That's
kids
messed
did
up.
that. My kids did that quite often. I would just hold them and then walk them outside to the car
But
and put
because
them in
I
the
fell
car seat.
asleep because I was a baby, we all got our asses handed to them pretty much, all of us. But he's a preacher, Tony, a Baptist preacher.
Just try to remember that doesn't reflect God's love.
No, absolutely not. But I'm like, what the hell, man? That's wrong.
No, that's not right. No.
Yeah, but that would make somebody like you turn,
Yeah, I was just like, damn, I'm a baby. I don't know what I did wrong, but I've got to go home and pull my britches down and bend over on the couch with my bare hind end showing, and all of us get our asses beat. Like, that's just messed up.
Yep.
You
That's
know,
not cool.
and,
That's not cool.
and unfortunately, I mean, I'm not, it's not, I don't say it all about me, but I mean, I'm just saying, unfortunately, some children deal with that, and that's sad to say.
Yes.
It's sad to say that these children feel safer at school than they do at home, and it's horrible knowing.
Well, I'm just
that,
glad you didn't turn away from Jesus. No,
absolutely
That's
not,
the good
Tony.
part.
Absolutely
That's
not.
good.
When I say I pray for you guys, I honestly do. Honestly.
Right on. Same here. Yep.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's awful. It is heartbreaking
Mm-hmm.
that a child feels more safer at school when this, something like a shooting or something like that happens than going home.
Then their whole world crumbles. Yep.
Yeah. Like that is heartbreaking. That,
It
you
is.
keep your children safe anywhere. You love them and you care for them and you say, you know,
Yeah, that's the way it should be. Yep.
you're precious to me. My life has changed because of you. Even me and
Mhm.
Rebel say this all the time. When we had babies, our life was over. And that's how it should be. You know, when
Your life was what?
your life is over, that means that you're not living for you no more. You're living for your
Oh.
babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. I mean, life not over. Just definitely changes
what I mean,
quite
not
a bit.
You know what I mean? Not over, but you know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You
yeah.
live for your children.
Your focus changes. Yes. for
Yes,
sure.
you live for your children, you know, not the partying days, which I never really did. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yep.
not the
Yep.
partying days. Once you have babies, it's you
Oh yeah.
you calm down and you
Oh.
turn into a mama hen.
Oh yeah. Whole different ballgame. Yep. 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 Yep.
I mean, I'm just saying.
No, I
But,
get you. I get you. Yeah.
I mean, it's just horrible. Like I said, if you don't have children of your own, you know, you could still keep your, eye out for a child. You know, if you see something, if you see, a child being mistreated, or I mean, I'm just saying, whatever the case may be, speak up because you might
Mhm.
be that child's only voice. You don't know what they're truly going through.
Yeah.
And that's
I worked at a
horrible to
school
say,
for
but
a
it's
few
true.
years.
It's
I worked
true.
at a school for a few years and I served lunch. I was a lunch lady. Woohoo! And you would, yeah,
I don't think it's going to be.
yeah,
like
it would
Southern
break your heart
Forest.
because you could tell who was struggling and who not as much.
Right.
And it
It's
was
very
just, it was
sad.
just, yeah, and it breaks your heart. And I tried to, find, what's the word? Not satisfaction. That's not the right word, but solace or, well, probably a better word than what I'm finding is that I was able to put a meal in their bellies
Exactly.
and then give them a smile as they went through the line and chit chat with them a little bit as they walk through. You can't stand there. You can't have like a long conversation or anything like that. But hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a great
Absolutely.
day.
Because you're
kind of
like,
thing.
at least I know that child has at least, I mean, schools don't feed them much, but at least I know that child's got something in their belly for the
Yep.
day.
Yep.
Have you seen what they served recently? We was at the school.
Oh gosh, it's been. Oh my gosh, it's been almost 15 years ago now that I was at the school.
All right, we was at the school the other day talking to that officer about Trinity,
Mhm.
and what they serve them now is fucking ridiculous.
Oh yeah, the school lunches are, and that struggle was even going on when I was working at
Look,
the
Tyler
the
comes
budget for the lunches are just sad. It's just sad. So then some schools try to, depending as to who's in charge of the lunchroom, that some try to make the best of it that they can with the budget they get. It's rough. Yeah.
I know, but damn, feed our kids. Tyler come in there with a bag of grapes, a bag of apples,
What's bigger than you thought it was?
one scoop of mashed potatoes,
Mm-hmm.
and a milk.
Mm-hmm.
That was their lunch.
Yeah.
And
because
what was it? A wheat barbecue sandwich that was cold.
Yeah, it was a wheat barbecue sandwich.
yeah, they made new rules when I was working, federal rules as far as because you had to take the soda machines and the candy machines and take them away from the lunchroom because some schools used to have them, and if you did have one that had a vending machine with for drinks, it had to be like juice. There was all kinds of new rules, and there was only certain serving amounts and all that stuff, and you're like, yeah, it gets crazy.
What gives somebody the right to tell them that's what they need to eat?
I don't know, hon.
But I think, I mean, in my opinion, and I don't you guys don't look down on me for saying this, but I think a lot of it, of course it's government, but I think, what was it, Michelle Obama, that she was trying to get it all like vegan and stuff and make it like take the snacks away and you only drink water and all this junk.
Yeah, because it was supposed to get rid of obesity. They take away their gym class, but yet it's backwards.
It was something like that, yeah. It was something
Something
like
to
that.
that. I mean, it's been years ago, but it's something to that effect. And then that's when
Yeah.
the really full blown change hit. And it was like, damn, you're
Mhm.
starving the kids to death pretty much. You only get a little
Mhm.
itty bitty bit. And by the time they get home from school, they want to tear the refrigerator off the hinges.
Mhm.
But I'll
I
give,
mean, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
I'll
Like,
give the schools
jeez.
this. I'll give the schools this. They do serve them breakfast and lunch now. Back when I was going to school, it was just lunch.
Yeah, yeah. No, when I was working at school, it was a breakfast and lunch. I ran the breakfast line down at an elementary building, and then lunch there. I didn't run the line. And breakfast, I kind of ran it. I wasn't in charge or anything like that, but I was down there by myself at breakfast. Let's put it that way, and then at lunch, also.
Well,
If
you
that
know,
made
in
any
my
sense.
opinion, and I think, you know, if it's a public school and they're getting enough funding for the children being in school, they shouldn't have to pay a dime for their lunch or their snack or their
But they're not. But they're
or
not.
anything like that. That's
I had to
wrong.
pay for every one of mine.
Huh?
I had to pay for every one of mine.
That's awful, though. You know what I mean? What if your parents
Well,
don't have the extra fund? You know, like to give you $5. Well, $5 ain't gonna last very long. You
Nope.
know, and then you're screwed, and then your
Mhm.
parents are in the negative. I think all lunches and breakfasts should be free for all children, so they have a nutritious meal to eat. Because, like Not Crazy said, what if that child that's the only thing they have to eat for
I
the
mean,
day?
it's the same
There
concept.
are quite a few.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, yeah, there is. That was that way. That would be.
The player base.
Some kids, like I said, the kids you just knew, and you had to take solace in the fact that you were able to at least give them a lunch and a breakfast and a lunch.
Absolutely. Now, in the state of Virginia, where we're at, they automatically, I mean, like, you know, and I'm thankful for it, but it's a Commonwealth state, so they automatically give them a free lunch and breakfast, but not all places are like that, and that's
No,
awful.
yeah.
I'm in the Commonwealth too, though. I'm in Kentucky. It's
Oh,
Commonwealth.
really? And they don't,
Yeah.
they don't do that? They don't,
No, they give free lunches and stuff, but apparently my mom made $2 too much.
oh my, $2. Whoa.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Like, hell, I would take the damn $2 away. I mean, geez. I mean, you know what I mean? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm not even joking.
And
No, I
that's
believe
awful,
you.
you know, like with the, I mean, I know we're talking about different things, but that's awful, like with the, you know, with food stamps. I make too much to get food stamps. Well, damn, I have children to
Mom
feed.
couldn't
You know what I
get
mean?
food stamps,
Jeez.
but I couldn't get free
And
food.
didn't think
at
about
school.
how the game would be without a player
That makes
base.
no sense. That
I
makes no
couldn't get
sense.
food stamps. Yeah, exactly. We couldn't get food stamps, but I couldn't get free
Well,
food
they
at
didn't
school
make
either.
the game to
What the hell?
be single player.
That really makes no sense at all. I mean, I
It was
just saying.
played by 60 different players.
Yeah, I know.
I wish I had answers. I really do. And just,
It's sad.
And because
And I mean, like, you know, Rebel talks about this all the time. This world has went to shit.
you haven't even
Hmm.
played with 60
Yeah.
And I mean,
players,
I'm not, y'all don't hear me cuss a lot, but I mean, it really has. It's went to the crapper massively. And unfortunately, it's going to get worse. And I hate to even say that, but it's the truth.
Went straight to Hades. Let's just put it that way.
Yep. Yep.
That's the residential.
Yep.
I don't know.
And you know,
Say Hades.
in my opinion, we're all just a number. You know, we have the Social Security numbers. We're all just a number in their book.
We're all one number. If you don't have that number, you're nothing.
Game just
Exactly. It's like,
Nothing.
well, we need your social, and we're like, okay, but you,
For what
you know,
reason?
it's like you have to give that. You got to give that first before you even give your damn name. It's like, what in the Lord?
I know. I
What is
know,
it?
right? What's
It's kind of like you,
Okay, now
kind of
what's
like
your
you're
name?
in prison. I mean, I've never been, but I've heard. You know, you got to do your inmate number. You don't have a name.
No,
got an
you got a
inmate
number. That's all you are is a damn number. No,
That's
in the whole world,
ridiculous.
that's all you are is a damn number. Think
I
about
know
it.
it's crazy. It's
Think
crazy.
about it.
And then these babies going to, you know, like I said, whether it's public school, private school, whatever, they're still considered a number because they get
A
grant
number.
money for each child
Yep.
being there.
Yep. Yep. You're right. I do.
So if they miss a school, then if they miss a school day because they're sick or whatever, then they're missing out on money, and they don't like that.
Nope.
That thing's like
That's what, you know.
$40 a day they're missing out on.
It's
Per
like,
child.
geez, I mean, how many, you know, children get sick? I mean,
Mhm.
hell, fire. It's ridiculous. Now, when I went to school, which I graduated in 2005, Like I talked to my mom today because she was checking
Well,
in.
okay, I was class of 2000, so we're close in age.
Yeah, well, see, I graduated in 2005, and you didn't never
I ain't
really
gonna tell you what
hear.
class I
I was gonna
was.
say y'all are making me feel old.
You never really heard of school shootings, and you could, if you smoke cigarettes, you could smoke cigarettes, walking down the walkway, going to a technical
Yeah,
school
see,
or
I was,
whatever.
yeah,
I
I was
mean,
there, yeah.
now you
I
can't
was
do
there,
you
yeah.
can't do nothing like that.
Yeah, Rebel,
Uh,
Rebel
Rebel
said
and I
back
are
in the
close in
day,
age.
what was it? What was it you said that your buddy would go hunting and he still have his guns in the back of his truck? You can't do that shit no
Yeah,
more.
no,
You,
uh-uh.
you can,
Oh yeah, school, yeah. All my buddies used to pull up with the rack on their truck, man,
Mhm.
with all their guns.
Yep.
You can't
Yeah.
do that no more. You'll go to jail. I
Shit,
mean,
no.
think you're gonna shoot up a school, even though like dude,
Shoot,
yeah.
we had
What
kids
the
that would,
hell?
and I think this is cool as heck. You would have kids come up to school in their tractors because they
Yeah,
were out
that's
in the
what I'm
Oh, yeah.
field
saying. It's ridiculous.
before they got to school, so they just took the tractor to school to make it to school. You know.
I mean, it's ridiculous. These rules are crazy because, like, I wish I was honestly raised up in the 80s, but I was born in 86. So I was born in the 80s and raised in the 90s. But anyway, like Rebel said, the 80s was awesome. You could do all kinds of shit and get away with it. And, it wasn't a problem.
something more
I've got some
than you
rebels
should
blood
have.
in me. I'm only 42.
Yeah, so you're on about 5 years older than me. What was
Yeah,
you
I'm
born in,
only 42.
82?
82,
82,
yeah.
But I'm
Yeah,
just like,
y'all are
damn.
about my oldest nephew's age.
Well, Rebel,
Ooh,
you
times
tell
are
him how old. Well,
crazy.
I always tell Rebel I'm older than him because if you turn my age around, I'm 73 instead of 37. If you turn
There you
at
go.
Rebel's
There
age
you
around,
go.
he's still 55.
There you go. There you go. See,
that
Rebel,
old.
you lost on that one, bro.
I'm that old Sammy Hagar song. You can't drive 55.
I can't.
Yeah,
Oh Lord, have
Rebel
mercy.
and I are
I'm
really
telling
close
you.
in age.
But I mean, it's just. And you guys know I don't cover true crime, but I just thought, I mean, this is not really true crime. It's true life. That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
true life.
It's true life. That's what it's called.
No,
Yeah.
actually, this is a true crime, but it's a crime against children.
Right. I don't know. I wish I had an answer. That just, dang. But
It
as
bogs
far
my
as-
mind, though. It truly
Yeah.
bogs my mind.
Yeah, but as far as if y'all feel that you want to keep them home tomorrow, personally, and this is my opinion, I'd say follow your heart. But then if there's still anxiety there for the kids, maybe walk into the school with them or something. Y'all have a talk, in your home, and talk about it, and so they can express their concerns and feelings. Maybe I'm sure that will help to a degree. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a therapist or a counselor or anything like that.
Oh, I'm not either. I definitely am
No.
not either. But
just-
I mean,
Talking from a mom point of view, I don't know.
it's crazy. And just
I
like these babies were in panic. I mean, I could see them when I picked up
Oh, I
Trailer
bet.
Trinity and we drove by slow. I mean, these kids didn't know what to do, and some of them didn't have phones. Some of them didn't have a way to contact their parents because they was at work or
Mhm.
whatever,
Mhm.
and they
Yep.
didn't really know the phone numbers, or they did and nobody answered, or whatever the case. They was all in panic mode.
I bet their eyes probably as big as saucers.
Oh yes, I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. And these are young teenagers. This is 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, so they're
Mhm.
not very old. They're
Mm-mm.
young
Mhm.
teenagers,
Yep.
and that's scary. That's scary. And I'm just like, just bringing awareness to keep these kids safe. I mean, like, I think the more we talk about it, it's just a hard, it's a hard pill to swallow, but the more we talk about it, maybe we can bring more awareness to it and let let parents know kind of what somebody's went through or
think-
whatever the case may be.
I think it's there's a lot of awareness out there to it. It's just it's such a polarizing topic that people are afraid to address it because either you get thrown in one camp or the other, and yeah.
Well, I ain't afraid to cut. Me and Rebel ain't afraid to cover stuff that people don't cover. You know what I
I
mean?
hear you. I hear you. Yeah. I
Because
got
that's
you.
just how we are. I mean, we want, Rebel covers true crime, and then he talks about our veterans, and then I cover everything else in between, pretty much.
And I am not afraid to let somebody know my mind when it comes to
Right.
my children.
Hey, Rebel, ain't you a
Oh,
veteran?
No.
would it?
You're not.
Sorry. No, he's not.
No, I messed up when I was younger, and the way that I pay back to the veterans is I'm a member of the DA. I was a member of the VFW, but they closed down auxiliary, so now I'm a member of the DAV auxiliary.
His brother was. His
My
Yes.
brother and my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I'm a military brat, so I agree. I agree with the military. I've never
Yeah,
been
see,
in the
I am too,
military,
'cause,
but
Well, I have much
I
respect
lived
for our
a life.
veterans and our service members. Much respect.
Absolutely. And there was this point, I
And
don't
I
know.
cannot stand my father though, even though he was my hero my whole life, but I cannot stand
I
him.
know that feeling too well. Rebel, can you find that one that you showed me? It was a YouTube, I believe, if you can. It was that Marine that was standing at the school. Can you pull that up? Because I'll play it. You know what I'm talking about, where he didn't want to leave the school.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I think it was Marine National Guard or something. It was a retired military. And I think they should. I mean, in my opinion, I mean, you got the police officers, but just to have extra, I mean, if they're able to. When y'all see this video, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's hard.
Yeah,
It's
and then
hard-
you get into the laws of they're a civilian and da 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 da. And not
Yeah, 'cause,
saying
I
that
mean-
it's not a good idea, that's something that should probably be thought of, considered seriously.
Yeah, because they want, even if they're retired, they still want to serve their country.
Yes.
So keeping children safe, and they
Yes.
have the ability to do so.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just
Mhm.
extra security, and they don't care not one bit to protect a child, not one bit.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's why they went to go fight. Yeah.
Like protect. I mean, they don't care to protect anybody, but I mean, children are innocent.
I put
It
Mhm.
has to be brought into this world.
every
you know?
house.
Nope.
But if Rebel can find it, it's it's a great video, guys. I'm telling you. If all the schools would at least have one of these. I mean, and I know that's a lot to say, but this if Rebel can find it, this guy does it for free of charge just to keep the children safe. And that is amazing. That is amazing.
That is cool.
I can't remember. I'd pull it up. I can't remember. I know he showed me, but I honestly can't remember what it was. But hopefully he'll find it. But it's really good. Where do people go in chat? They quit talking. They must be listening.
No, hope I didn't chase them away or anything.
No, you're good. We're just stating true real talk. True real talk. Which is
Yeah.
perfectly
Look
fine.
Look at the bottom.
Okay, I see it. Okay, guys, hold on just a second. Let me try to make it bigger so I can show everybody. Okay.
And did chat freeze?
Sometimes just one person can make a difference.
Jordan Pritchard, Staff Sergeant, United States Marine Corps.
Monday, Pritchard found his old U.S. Marine Corps uniform. It was in the attic.
I'm doing this because we need hope, man. We need hope.
The
Absolutely.
shooting massacre in Newtown, Connecticut is 1,000 miles away, but what happened there hits too close to home. So this week, Sergeant Pritchard is standing guard at Gower Elementary School. He's not getting paid. He's not even armed.
A belief and hope is larger than any weapon.
He's a volunteer.
If you are able and capable of doing something, you have the responsibility to act.
I wanted to say thank you. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
He says it's his duty, and parents are appreciative. Sarah Neese has a second and third grader here.
He made me feel good just to know that he stood up and did something to make us all feel better today.
Many have said thanks.
Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome, man. You're very welcome. When the parents come up to me and they're crying and thanking me for being out here, there's no job in the world that can pay me enough money to not do things for the kids and for the parents, you know?
Pritchard also has children here.
My wife and I, yes, we have 2 kids here. Valerie, 7. She's in 2nd grade, and Colby, 6. He's in 1st grade.
But he insists this is not just about them. It's about something much bigger.
We have to live this life for other people. That's the only way that happiness and true peace and hope will come back to our nation, is when we all come together and love each other.
Absolutely. That is so true. Is that not touching? Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, you know, if you think about it, if a program could be brought about, that would give a lot of our veterans maybe a sense of still serving and purpose again.
Mm-hmm. Feeling like they belong and they're actually not forgotten. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
unfortunately, like me and Rebels talked about, a lot of veterans, because we was in the VFW auxiliary,
Mhm.
and
Yep.
a lot of veterans, they didn't have no family. They didn't,
Mhm.
they're they was at the VFW every day, and
Mhm.
they didn't really have nobody. So
Yep.
they like the one I've always talked about. That was my buddy, and he passed away.
Mhm.
But every
Yep.
time I went to the VFW and he was sitting on the side of the bar,
Mhm.
I would always sit up, I'd go past
Mhm.
him and he'd say, Did
Yep.
you not say hi to me? Did you not give me a hug? And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So I turn around and I sit down with him and I just listen,
Right. Right.
listen to him.
My husband and I, we were maintenance people for an apartment building for a number of years, and and it was like,
Wow.
can't even think of the acronym now, HUD and stuff like that. And
Right.
many of them that were lived there were veterans, and they were alone.
That's
It's
Yeah.
sad. It truly is sad.
Yes.
But just to give
Breaks
them
your
a
heart.
purpose, like you said, just give them a purpose and let them know, hey, you're not forgotten, and just
Mhm.
stuff like that just warms their heart. I mean, who don't like children? Come on and come up, give you a fist bump or a high five. I mean, that just makes their day,
Mhm.
Exactly. There's nothing worse than being alone. Honestly.
Yeah. But just knowing
And,
that you're
and
cared
most
for
of
and
them
you're
are.
supported,
Yeah.
What was you going to say, Rebel?
I was gonna say I'm getting ready to jump down here because James is asleep over here on the bed. So
All right. Well, I'm getting ready to jump
10
off here
forward.
too. But, I'm just.
hey,
I
y'all be
just
good.
want-
Stay safe. I love y'all. I
10
might go live
forward.
tomorrow night. If not, then it'll be Friday, and
Okay.
I'll do a painting day.
Okay, Rebel. Well, you have a good one.
Do it. Hey, I'll do a painting too, man. I'll show it on your channel. How about that?
It's okay.
All righty.
You have a good
I'll
one,
do a
Rebel.
mud painting though.
Have a
I'm
good
gonna
one,
do
Rebel.
it
Try to hang in
mud.
there, man.
I'm
I'm
gonna
sorry,
use
Tony.
mud
Tony.
instead of paint. I'm gonna use mud instead of paint. Hold on, let me turn the camera on. Let's see. I'm gonna use mud. I found a canvas and it's kind of dirty,
Yeah.
but it's still in good shape. And I said, well, okay, I'll just take mud and mix it up and paint something out of it.
Hey,
Like clay, kind of, and mud, different types of
Yeah.
soil. That'd be
Hey,
kind of
you
cool.
can make art of it and just about it out of
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, because I found a canvas that was still good, but where my cats have walked over, they got
Mhm.
dirt all over
Right,
it.
right. Just clean it up a little bit. There you go.
No, I'm gonna paint it with mud.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Might as well, right? But I just think this is, like I said, extremely important. Keeping our babies safe, is
Yes.
extremely important.
Yes.
And if you see something, say something. Like I was reading the comments of, other parents that was commenting on what I went over, and they said, they're the ones that turned it in.
What bothered me, I read your posts on Facebook, and some of the
Seems like she sleeps a
posters
lot.
or the responders, the way they were, their responses is what broke my heart even more because it's like, well, what if this person was serious and it drove them to carry it out? What would they have done then?
Absolutely.
You know, like,
That's what
I'm
I'm saying.
on the computer, I'm anonymous, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't work that way.
No, unfortunately they find. I mean, it's a good thing that they find out who did it,
Right.
because then everybody would be scared. I mean, like you'd be more in the dark. But I mean, it is sad if that person did try to unalive their mom and went into a mental institution and then got out and then went into a public school. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just like, oh my gosh, why would y'all put them back in a public school if that child wanted to unalive their mama? Why would you even do that?
Right. Hi, Bejo.
I mean, that's sad. Hello,
Yes.
Bejo. Good to see ya. Much love to you, brother. We're talking about keeping our babies safe because, unfortunately, mine and Ribble's youngins had a scare today, and it
Five of them at a
got me
time,
all worked up.
or else you just
Well, I think all of y'all got us scared.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, I mean, like, just to leave. I mean, like, I understand what Rebel's talking about, but just the thought of, when your mind is going Mach 90 and you see all those
Yeah.
babies standing outside, it messes with you because you're like, oh my gosh, what if that person could be hiding anywhere,
Yep.
You're bored.
And I'm just like, oh my.
Now, was that before they went in to check in, or were they brought back outside after they got checked?
No, ma'am. They would, as soon as Tyler and Trinity got off the bus, because that's kind of where the buses drop off at. They had to
Right.
stand there.
You're a gross puppy.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and that's when the cop told Tyler and Trinity that they needed to call parents because there was an active shooting threat. So as soon as they called me, I called the school and they said, "Oh, we got it under control, but it was a social media threat. Like it wasn't nothing." I was like, "Come on now, like, those are my children. Those,
Yeah.
and not even
Way to
just
go,
my
George, on minimizing it. Thanks a lot.
It's like, what about all those babies in that school?
Yeah.
Like not just my children, all of them. I felt for all of them because, like I was saying, what if it really it really did happen? And gosh,
Yeah.
I hope, I pray to good Lord in heaven above not. But I'm just
Right.
saying, what if it really did happen and those babies that are left at the school and their parents couldn't come and get them and something bad happens? That's awful.
Right.
Yeah,
I think you're an empath like I am, and you're right. You're on emotional overload right now because you pick up on all that anxiety, fear, on top of your own, on top of your kids'. Yeah, I hear you.
It's like, and then you can't help it because you're it's like a,
It's a palpable. It's palpable. You can literally feel it. It sounds
Absolutely,
weird.
and then-
It
and then
sounds
when
weird.
you're
It
a
sounds whack,
mom-
but it's a thing. It's a thing. You can literally feel
I can
it.
feel it. They ain't my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, like it's, but Tony, Tyler and Trinity, they come in and say hi to everybody, but they feel like we're like a
I know.
family
I
here,
can feel it, but yeah. What I'm saying, I can feel it. And they ain't even my kids.
Right. Yeah.
It's scary.
Yes.
It is a scary thought. It's a scary thought. Yeah, y'all go over after Becca's live. Lord. See, I'm all crazy. You got your little cookie here. It says after
That was
Becca's
cute.
live, go over and check out Sassy Southerner. She is live now. Y'all go over there, and she's actually, she doesn't have very many subs, and I think she's like a positive channel as well.
Right.
So
Okay.
this would be her very first live. So y'all go over there and give her an angel, angel bomb or whatever it's called.
Right.
I don't know nothing about that stuff, but we just got to keep our babies safe.
The angel train.
There you go. But we just have to keep our babies safe. Whatever it is, we got to keep these angels safe.
Your old man just told your name, right?
What?
Your old man just told your name.
I don't care. I don't care.
All right, Tim, go to bed.
And don't bother me none. Well, that's why a lot of people call me Angel. A lot of people call me Becca. Whatever you want to call me. That's why
Just not late for
underneath my
dinner,
name
right?
it says AKA Becca. Whatever you want to call me, you know.
Just not late for dinner, right?
Exactly. Well, I kind of doxed myself when I was pulling up my Facebook, but I don't care. I mean, like, I don't
Gotcha.
have nothing to hide. I don't have nothing to hide. I just think it's, you know, I put it on my Facebook, and I don't really post nothing on Facebook. I mean, not crazy. She's on my, I think,
You right
think
click
Mhm.
on the home.
yeah,
and
On
she's
both,
my
yeah.
Facebook. So I don't
Yeah,
post a
both.
whole lot.
No.
But when I post something, it's typically
Mhm.
either a picture
Yep.
or something serious,
Mhm.
you know. So
Yep.
Yes, me. I don't even use Facebook unless I want to have something put out there.
Mhm.
yeah, that's. I mean, I'll use Messenger, but I don't really post nothing on Facebook.
Yeah, I
But if
use
I,
Messenger.
but if I
Mhm.
want to reach a lot of people,
claim as your home,
and
and then
what happened today,
claim
I
as your
definitely
home,
put
you get
that
a
on
car,
there.
and then
You know, it's crazy. But yeah, we just got to pray for our children. We got to keep them safe. You know, at all cost. You know, the babies
Mhm.
are innocent.
hop into the
Yeah.
system chat.
They're
Yeah.
innocent, and this kind of goes hand in hand with, you know, missing children. I mean, not hand in hand, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, all
Kind of
these babies
alongside of.
out there. What's to say that one of them? I mean, God, I hope not. I prayed in the Lord in heaven above it nothing happened. But I'm just saying, what's to say? You know, school wasn't in yet, so they didn't do the attendance. What's to say that one of the children ran away, or one of the children got grabbed by? I mean, I hope not, but I mean, you don't know. This world is so screwed up. You do not know. You do not
Yeah,
know. It's terrible.
that's why us as parents
Mm-hmm.
raise them to be prepared. You know,
You gotta
be
prepare
aware.
yourself for
Always be aware.
And like I
Yeah.
said,
You know.
you know, when I was growing up, it wasn't that bad. Like Rebel said, he
Yeah.
could keep the door unlocked, the back door and the front door. That
Yeah.
wasn't no issue. Now you have to lock
My
up
door's
everything.
unlocked right now.
Like when my girls were in junior high school, I told them, I says, you know, when you're out and about in public, get them dadgum earbuds out of your ears. If you have to have it in, you only have one in, and you keep the volume
Exactly.
low because you always want to hear what's going on. Watch and listen. Always be aware of what is around you.
Yep, be aware of your surroundings.
Because if
Absolutely.
you got them earplugs, they basically are
Earplugs.
earbuds in your
Earbuds.
ears, and you got your music
Earplugs.
cranked, you're not going to hear somebody come up, run up behind you, or anything like that. You're not going to hear the footsteps. You're not going to hear leaves rustle or grass rustle or anything like that, because your dadgum music or whatever it is playing is too loud.
Absolutely.
Cause they,
Pardon my
they
language.
used to
Turn the
have to
shit
get-
down. Get one out of your freaking ear, and you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sorry.
I'm just saying. I mean, you know, absolutely. But we
Yeah.
just got to keep these babies safe. And you know,
Yeah.
this.
Let me
this
tell you a
is-
story about them earbuds. This kid, I live in a college town, and
Mhm.
it's
Right.
called Cumberland College. Well, let's see, it's called University of Cumberland now. It used to be called Cumberland College, but now it's the University of the Cumberlands. Well, this kid happened to be walking with earbuds in his ear on the train tracks and got hit by a damn
Ooh.
train.
Oh no,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
terrible.
ain't that
Yep.
good?
Yep.
Just because you got them earbuds in.
Shoot.
How
But
couldn't
you
you
know-
feel the vibrations or nothing?
I was just gonna say, the trains are really heavy, and you feel them coming.
Yeah,
Pardon
you
the-
can feel them coming
Pardon
from miles
terminology, a
away.
mile away.
That's
Absolutely.
what I'm thinking. But
Wow.
how'd that happen?
That's too bad. I'm so sorry.
It's right there on the campus too.
Shoot.
Wow.
Wow.
Hear that?
And you know,
That's
it's
what I
crazy that, you know, we don't trust the media, which we know this. But you know, what that happened today, even though it was a threat and it wasn't active, thank goodness, the news didn't do anything. Nothing.
No,
Wow.
this is fuck I've heard of it.
That's what I'm
Really?
saying. The news didn't do anything about it. Do you think because somebody threatened the school and wanted to hurt children, that it would be on the news?
Right.
Nope. Our news channel didn't do nothing.
Wow. I know. In my state, there have been some. Hi, Ryan. How are you? Some instances previous to the one unfortunate shooting we did have. What was it? 6 months ago. They are pretty on it. You know, they let, you know, they're like, boop, right away. So,
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna log out and log back in.
So I'm sorry that
Sound.
just kind of hush hush. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand either. I truly don't. And then having one cop for 400 plus kids standing outside. Come on now.
Yeah,
That
I hear
makes
you.
no sense. You know,
I
that
hear
makes
you.
no sense. You got cops all over the place, and there's plenty of cops in our area. Like sometimes they just show up just to show up. You know what I mean? Like if you're pulling somebody over for a ticket, here comes 3 cops behind you because they don't have nothing else better to do. Then why in the heck didn't they have, you know, why in the heck didn't they have extra at the school? I'm just saying. You
I
know,
don't
I'm
know.
just
I don't
saying.
know.
Hello,
I don't
Messy
know.
Jessie. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well, love. Hello, Ryan. Good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Thank you guys so much for being in here. But we just need to
I don't know
pray
who's
for our
saying that,
nation.
but man, I love what you're saying.
Well, I
Oh
mean, it's the
man,
truth, though.
you're telling the truth.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, they'll pull you over for a speeding ticket and you got 5 cops behind you.
You got 7, 8 cops. For what
It's like,
reason?
damn, couldn't y'all go do something else productive to be, you know? I mean, geez, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I hear you.
you're so truthful right now.
But on the other side of that coin, you never know what's
What?
going to come
Now,
out of that
there's no
car.
other side of the coin.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I get you. I mean, I understand your. They I don't know. This is my. They probably not even in this situation. You would think that they would have had more than one police
You would think.
car person individual
Why
present
not?
for
They
all
got 8
those.
to pull you over. Why can't they bring more?
Yeah.
Exactly. And these are
Yeah.
children at a school. I mean, come on
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
You're
got
gonna
8 to
pull
pull
one.
you over. One for the school? Nah,
You're going to
that don't
pull
make sense.
over one person for going, we'll say 7 miles over the speed limit, and here comes 3 cops. There's one cop that pulls you over, but here comes 3 more. It's like they call him back up, and it's like, damn, I was just went over, 5 miles over the speed limit. But at a school, you know, when you have 400 or 500 children, you know, you only got
Yeah.
one officer watching them. Come on now.
Yeah,
That's
that's like
that's backwards in my opinion.
You know,
I wonder.
more to make food stamps.
I wonder if they already had an idea, and they either there was a breakdown in communication with the parents, or I don't know. It just I don't know.
I mean, like it's just like like did they not know what to do? I thought that that schools get prepared when certain things
Well,
like
how's
that.
one cop gonna take care of all of it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If somebody's going to, you know, shoot somebody, they're going to walk inside. All those babies were outside. So, you know, if they tell them, well, run, run, run. Well, what, you know, some children, you know, have disabilities or whatever and can't run fast, or they're in wheelchairs, or I mean, whatever the case may be. They might not be able to get away that quick, you know? And there you go. You're an innocent child just got hurt because you got one cop watching 500 kids. I mean, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I don't know. That's why I'm wondering if they already had an idea that it wasn't. I don't want this to sound like I'm trivializing because I'm not, because it's serious shit. But I wonder if they already had an idea, and that's why they only sent the one officer. I don't know.
I don't know either,
I
but
don't
I'm
know.
just like, you know, I mean, I'm thankful that the children, as far as I know, they are safe, but it's just the thought. I mean,
Yeah, I get you.
because you don't
I
know,
get
like,
you.
you know, like I mean, I don't do true crime, but, you know, I've watched Rebels. I've watched, you know, a couple of them, and it's like, okay, well, what if they're doing that as a decoy? What if it's the next day or the next day? I mean, I hope not, but I'm just saying,
Okay.
you don't know what people are thinking,
Right.
you
Okay,
know?
was shots fired?
No,
No,
it was a threat.
No shots.
It was
no.
a threat.
It was a
Okay.
threat, and they checked all the children and their backpacks and everything before they let them enter the building. Well, that makes no sense. If you're going to find a gun in a backpack, you know, I mean, a child, you're in a pack of children. There's like 400 or 500 children standing there. If a child was going to shoot somebody and it was in their backpack before somebody could get to, check their bag or
Oh
check
yeah,
their
they would already
person,
pulled
then
it.
they already
Yeah,
did it. Yeah,
yeah,
if that
they
makes
would
sense.
already
You know
pulled
what I'm
it.
saying?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm one of those people that think outside the box, but I mean, it's true. You got all those kids packed right there. And if one child out of that pack,
Yeah, you're right.
refuse to
You're
either get
exactly
the
right.
bag checked or something, they might be hiding a weapon. And then there you go. It's massive chaos.
Well, I don't know. Then I don't know if the law of probable cause or anything like that. I don't know how that would work. If that would give them probable cause to search if they refused, I don't know.
Well,
I
But
don't
you
know
know
the
what I'm
laws
saying?
very well.
they got
Like
the threat right through via email or something like that.
it was over
Social media.
TikTok. It was TikTok.
Social media, TikTok.
Yeah.
See,
Yep.
well, that's probable cause right there.
Yep. Yep. So I don't know, but we just need to pray. I mean, when I say we need to pray for one another, we definitely
Oh,
do.
amen to that.
Yes,
Oh,
thank
amen to that.
God. Hey, and I'm glad you're a believer.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Just because my sperm donor is a piece of crap, that don't mean nothing about my beliefs. I believe in,
Exactly.
I don't throw it on nobody. People
Yes,
believe
Messy
what they want
Jessie.
to believe, but I absolutely believe in
Yeah.
Jesus and
Thank
prayers
you.
and,
Oh,
and
for
Thank you.
sure.
Thank you
miracles
so
and
much.
angels and all that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Messy. I worked in a school about as many years back as you did, and I can't even imagine that what the last couple of years that I worked there, we actually did have active pew pew drills, and I'm like, and even when you do the drill, you're like, holy cow, even
Absolutely.
there, and you're just like, that this is even have to be a reality is just messed up.
Absolutely. It's
All we had
scary.
was tornado drills.
Yeah, tornadoes, and
Yeah,
fire
when
drills
I
where
was
you
a
go
kid in school, but
outside.
now
Yeah.
you have your fire drills, your tornado drills, and your pew pew drills.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
like, good Lord, have
wow.
mercy.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine.
Sad.
yeah.
But yes, but I just think this is extremely important because, like I was saying, babies are innocent. It kind of goes with
Yes,
with
they
missing children.
are.
They're
Let
innocent,
them
and
live.
they
Give
deserve
them a life.
to be safe and loved and cared for like they're
Yes.
supposed to be.
Give them a life.
So I
Let
mean,
them
I'm
live.
just I know I cover I covered topics that people don't typically cover, but everything that I cover is true and real, and it's like life. It's if it's mental
Yeah,
health, then
that's
a
what
lot
I
of people
like.
suffer with mental health. If it's
Mm-hmm.
well-being, then that's life.
Mm-hmm.
People go through all this crap.
Yep.
And some of it's
Yep.
good, some of it's bad, but we try to turn it into a positive.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. That's why I like
Yeah.
it.
Well, I appreciate you, but I'm getting ready to jump off here. It's
Mhm.
just,
Yeah,
it's been a
boy,
rough
man.
day. But yes,
You at
just
least
say a
feeling a
little
little
prayer.
better now? You
A
feeling a little
little
better?
bit,
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and
That's
say
good.
a prayer. I'll take my hat off. Go ahead and say a prayer for
I
us.
sure will.
Right on.
Absolutely. All right. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day. And, I just please keep our children safe, and the teachers and the principals, and, just keep our children safe wherever they're at, and protect them, and, let them know, put your arms of protection around them, and let them know that everything's going to be okay. And, just because they're innocent. Jesus, they're innocent, and you know this. So, you just put your arms of protection over all these babies, whether they're in the United States or overseas. Just protect the babies. In Jesus' precious name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Protect our babies.
Absolutely.
Lord, give them a chance.
I'm telling you. But thank you guys so much for coming up and hanging out with me and hearing me
Sure.
rant a little bit. I appreciate y'all's opinions, and I'm just true, real. Me and Rebel's true and real. So we just tell
Yeah,
it like
you're
it
awesome, brother. You're awesome.
But I appreciate
Tell
it.
Tim
Much
I
love,
said
guys.
goodbye.
See you later, alligator.
Bye.
Right. Maybe get yourself a cup of chamomile or lavender tea.
I might
Help
need
calm
some
your nerves a bit.
I
Some
got
what?
some good things.
Or what is that when like if it I know I look I've had really
You're
rough
fine,
days.
sweetheart. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry
what
about it.
is it
Oh,
when
you're
somebody?
always beautiful. You know that.
Well, I appreciate that, but when what is it? Sage that kind of calms you. Like when they burn sage, like if to warn
That's
off
Oh,
supposed to be
bad
cleansing.
stuff.
I think sage is cleansing, and if you have
cleansing.
like
Chamomile.
lavender,
Chamomile tea.
yeah,
Oh
or
yeah,
Or
lavender.
sleepy
Lavender is
time.
also soothing. If you have like the oil, you can put in one of the
Yep.
aromatherapy. There it is. One of those, or a stick of lavender that you can the scent sticks, or something like
right.
that. Maybe even.
Yep.
It's just something to kind of calm, but I mean that's
Yep.
easier said than done when your mind's going Mach 90.
Or if you have lavender oil, the essential oil, and I'm not a doctor or nothing like that, but if you have lavender essential oil, you can rub it on your like on the inside of your wrist where your pulse point is at,
Right?
and then
Lavender.
yes,
Huh? Never heard that before.
it might be a little girly for a guy, but it
Tony's
works.
like, I don't give a damn.
I in my opinion, it helps. In my opinion, it helps. And like I said, I'm not a doctor or anything like that, but I have a daughter who she's on the spectrum, and also anxiety is part of it. And so we'll pull out the lavender oil, or put a lavender stick on, or put one in the aromatherapy. And I myself, I've never been diagnosed, but I know I have anxiety because her symptoms are like, ding, ding, ding. So
Exactly.
anyway.
Look, Tony's already trying to find his lavender. Look at him.
There you go. It really does help for true. Check it out. Look it up on, do your little research on the internet. Yeah.
He'll smell all pretty for his ladies.
Oh, I had to clap loud on that one.
Hey, at least we got a good laugh.
I do like I like the smell of lavender, but it don't work for nothing. It just
Really?
smells good. No, it don't work for nothing. It just smells
Huh.
good. That's all.
Well, then I'm like I said, and
I got
it may
lavender
not be
growing
for
out
everybody. May not be for me and my daughter. It does help, and everybody's different. Everybody's system is different. So and like I said, I'm not a doctor. So
Well, lavender don't work. I just say that.
I hear you.
It might work for you. It don't
Yeah.
work for me.
Right on.
Well, everybody's different,
Yeah.
Everybody's different in how they do
Yeah.
things. Sometimes
Hey,
it's
get you some chamomile tea though. Or sleepy time tea. The hot tea. Oh my god, that stuff is good.
and I drink the hell out of some tea anyway. So
Yeah.
Hot tea.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
a
right.
sweet
He's
tea
right.
drinker.
Hey, hot tea is awesome.
Yeah.
I ain't even lying.
Yeah, I put a little honey in mine.
Yeah, me too.
Yep.
Me
Yep.
too.
Yep. Good stuff. Yep.
But I think you guys.
Tea. I like the green tea as well.
I like green tea. Now, they have a watermelon green tea. I think it's amazing.
Oh,
I've never had that one. I've never had that
Oh
one.
my gosh, it is so good.
I can't stand watermelon.
Watermelon
Really?
green tea, it's amazing.
No,
It's
I just don't
good.
like the watermelon. Period.
Really?
Oh, you don't like watermelon, period.
Oh, on a hot summer day. Oh, good stuff. But that's just me. That's just me.
Exactly. But thank you guys so much for coming up and hanging out with me, and then we get some laughs and
thanks
we
for
turn it
having
into
me
a
up, okay?
positive.
Yeah, thank you for having me up, hon. I hope
You're
you're feeling a
welcome.
little better, at least a little better. I hope, and
Oh,
we'll keep you
appreciate
in
it.
your we'll keep you in your prayers. Yeah,
Crazy
right.
lady.
We'll keep you in our
Crazy
prayers.
lady and angel. Okay, crazy lady and angel.
Yeah, just pray for it. Do we just pray? We just add our, pray for our children. And like I said, if you see
Mhm.
something, just say something. I mean, not, it might be something petty, but
Yes,
still
ma'am.
say something
Yes,
because
ma'am.
you don't know what a child's going through or an adult for that matter. Whatever.
Mhm.
If you see something, say something.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep.
But much love to you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming up. It truly
Much
means
love
a
to you,
lot.
Thanks for
sweetie.
having me.
You're welcome, Tony. You have a good night.
Hey, are you going to live Friday?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Karaoke Friday and Saturday, brother.
I'm thinking about pulling up a couple gospel songs and trying to figure
Well,
them
you
out.
know that you're more than welcome to sing some gospel. I don't. Hey, I like
Woohoo!
gospel.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people says no, we can't do no gospel on here.
I have, haven't I? Haven't I, Angel? Not gospel, but
Absolutely.
Christian
I don't
music.
have no
No,
problem.
no.
Yeah.
Angels let me do it.
Oh
Angels
yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't care
no.
not one bit.
Oh, you
I'm
mean on
talking
other?
about
You mean
everybody
other
else.
places?
Oh,
Gotcha,
you
gotcha,
can't do
gotcha.
that. 'cause it's
I gotcha.
religion and all that. I said,
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Sing
I got you.
whatever
No,
you feel in your
Angels
heart
let
that
me
you
do it.
want to sing.
Yeah, yeah.
Sing whatever.
All right.
I'm
I'm gonna try to
I'm following
pull
you
up a
now,
couple
Tony.
of them. All right.
You're more
I'm
than
following you
welcome
now.
to. Don't. I know, Tony. You forget, but remember, it's 10 p.m. Eastern.
Eastern. Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
on the
he's
same time zone.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
still
but
not quite in
a lot.
Eastern time zone, is he? Or are you?
Bless his heart. A lot of
hey,
times he says, "I fall asleep or I forget."
I do fall asleep a lot. I do.
I'm trying to think on the map of a little bit of Kentucky is on the Eastern time zone, but I'm just not picturing it right now. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Really.
Now,
Let's
now
see.
what
She's
time
in
zone are you?
Bristol. I'm 3 hours from her. I'm 3 hours from her.
Oh, so you're right on the line, basically right on the Tennessee Kentucky line.
Yes, I'm 3 miles from Tennessee.
I'm pretty sure that's
Okay, so you're not far at all, just a
Exactly.
couple hours.
Yeah.
So then you
Now,
would be in the Eastern time zone.
so not
Eastern,
crazy. How far?
Okay.
Like it's 12:15 a.m. What time is it where you're at, honey?
I'm 11:15. I'm an hour behind y'all.
Okay, so just an
I'm
hour, not too bad.
12:15.
Yeah, so
not
you're
too
Eastern time.
bad.
Yeah. I'm Central time. Yeah.
Yeah, so like what? I mean, I ain't trying to dox. What state are you in? Not crazy, honey.
Iowa.
Oh my goodness! So you a little bit up the map, a little piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're way over that way.
Yep.
We're right here. We're on the
Northwest.
eastern side.
Northwest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought for some reason I thought he was in like Utah, and
Me?
he was like
Me?
3 hours, kind of like the Washington State, like 2 to 3 hours behind us. So
No,
that's what I
I'm
was.
just the 1 hour. No, I think
Not too
she's talking.
bad then.
Yeah,
Not too
just the
bad.
1 hour. Yeah, no.
So if it's
Sometimes
10
my
p.m.
brain's
my
like, what
time,
was
it's 9
that
p.m.
again?
But yes, we are still having karaoke this weekend, Friday and Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Y'all come on over
Hey,
and
I'll
hang
be
out
there.
with
I'm,
us.
I'm gonna do some gospel though. I think.
Woohoo!
Absolutely. Sing, like I said, sing whatever. I don't, you know by now, you guys know, I don't judge. So just do whatever you want to.
Oh, I already know that.
Absolutely. Well,
I've been
I'm,
horrible.
Well, within
on
certain
that.
parameters
Oh,
like
God,
decency and
sounds so
stuff.
bad.
well, yeah, I mean, like, I don't want to hear because, and not a whole lot of people like the GD word. I mean, you'll hear me say cuss words, but
No,
if you don't
no, no,
say
no, 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 no. I don't like that.
I don't
I
like
hear
that
that.
word
I'll
at all.
hang up.
So if there's,
No lie.
it's just a respect. That's just respect. And I don't
Gotcha.
like that word at all. Like, I mean, it's 18 and above, but I just don't like the word GD.
Mhm.
It don't matter. Don't say GD because that's the only curse word on earth.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's terrible. It's
There's
terrible.
some just ugly words, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but
and
GD is
shit.
My kids would
totally
sometimes.
different ball game.
You say
My kids would.
GD.
My kids
That's
sometimes would have said
bad.
that, and I was like, and sorry, and when I said it, but God didn't. Damn it, the Beavers did.
Absolutely. I'm like, why would y'all damn God? God's the one that brought you into this world. Why would you,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Why would you do that? You know?
Yep.
I mean, but
See, you got
that's not,
Russian.
so that's why I said you can sing whatever you want to, just hopefully it don't have GD in it.
Right. Right.
No, but there is one song though that I would do by Creed. It does say GD, but
That's
I
a real,
cut that word out.
Or you
I
can say
thought,
God bless. Maybe put the word bless in there. I don't know. If it's
I didn't know Creed had a song that had GD, and I thought they was considered a Christian group.
I just tell you how he said it. I named my son after him. Look,
Did you know that higher
Cool.
quality trees
Cool.
are healthier with more leaves? And
Dylan Stapp instead of Scott
Cool.
Stapp. I just named Dylan Stapp. I put my son's middle name's Scott Stapp's last name.
Right.
Dylan Stapp Swords.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a song.
Use poopy quality trees for firewood, and then use good quality trees for building.
What's this life for? That's the name of it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Have to look those lyrics up.
Yeah, I will too. I'm
And
just
he
curious.
says GD in it.
Huh.
He says GD in it.
Wow.
Don't have to sell no GD score.
Ah.
Mm.
Daggone it. So you're like bleep, 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 and then finish singing.
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Don't
she'll
have
have
to
a
sell
wonderful
no
night.
GD score. That's
Yeah, have a-
that's the lyric in it. That's the only one in there that's like that.
Right. But yeah, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you guys so much for coming up.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm sorry for holding you up.
Hey, you're good. You're good. Hey, you're good. We're leaving on a positive note. You're good.
Right on.
But much love to you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night, and thank you guys again. We
Much
just got to
love.
protect these babies.
And I'll see you with
Right
some
on.
gospel music on Friday.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Yes.
I'm gonna try to
Have a
get
good
I'm
one.
gonna try to get like 3 up or something.
Cool.
That's fine.
Cool. Angel, if you need anything, you know how to get a hold of me, right?
All right, honey. Much love to you guys. Thank you guys
Alrighty.
so much. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Night-night.
Good night. Thank you guys so much for coming in here. You know, I just think this is extremely important. I mean, all the topics we cover are important, but when it comes to children, it's extremely important. You know, it's just these babies are innocent and they need to be, you know, protected and keep safe, whatever the case may be. So, like I've said before, you know, you don't know what people are going through, so be kind. You don't know what children are going through, so be kind. You know, I mean, like it's just a, you know, common thing. You know, you don't know what people are going through, so be kind to one another. And, you know, you be a difference, you know, support one another, lift each other up, be there for one another, be a difference in somebody's life, whether it's a child, an adult, a veteran, whatever, just be a difference in somebody's life. And, you know, let them know that they're loved and they're cared for and they're not alone. You know, just take time to, you know, be a good person. You know, don't be no better than nobody, because nobody's better than nobody else, but be a difference in somebody's life. Be a better person than you was yesterday. And if you see something, say something, and just be careful with your words, because they might be easily forgiven, but not forgotten once they're said. You know, people will never forget what you did for them or what you said for them or said to them. So I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. We have karaoke Friday and Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. If you are watching the replay, please leave me a like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment. And much love to y'all. What? Hold on.
Read that. I found the girl, but it's another girl too.
Hold on a minute. Oh my goodness. What, did you screenshot that?
Mm-hmm.
Screenshot it. There's another child that's in the
Here, I'll
school
send it to
system,
you.
and she says something about bullying. So let's just pray for these babies, guys. Just lift
I'll
them up in
send it to
prayer.
you.
And I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And remember, keep the babies safe and protect the children. So I love you guys. Remember, like I said, karaoke's Friday and Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern. If y'all are watching the
I just sent it to
replay,
you.
please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And, you know, like, share, and subscribe. Please share this out. This is very important information over our babies. So y'all have a wonderful night. And I will see you guys Friday night for some karaoke fun. And I love you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. And thank you guys again for coming in here. It means the world to me. I couldn't do what I did without all you amazing people. So much love to y'all. And I will see you guys very soon. Love y'all.